To call the atmosphere here charged would be doing it a disservice. It is positively electric in this place as we get you set for postseason baseball on the show. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Chicago White Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Los Angeles Angels.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at outfielder Stephen Piscotty. Stanford grad, so you know he's got the smarts and the baseball acumen to get it done out there. Big middle of the order bat, big time arm from right field as well.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For the White Sox, the center fielder, Odubel.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we are underway in Game 1 as the first pitch is swung on and missed for the first strike. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's a .333 hitter, 5 for 15. He's also gone down on strikes 9 times. 1 strike now from Cole. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Game time temperature tonight, 62 degrees, but should drop into the 50s before we're done. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Oh, wow. That's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow. Not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Count remains 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
one thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
And he fouls this one off. Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-1. Fouled away. Now the payoff pitch home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. This will kick up against the wall now. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Man, that's always tough. He was a strike away from striking out 2 in a row, but he got a little careless and caught too much of the plate there. It gets ripped for a 1-out extra base hit, and he's got some work to do now to get out of this one.
As a look, now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Pulled toward right center field. Piscotty's there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Matt Muncy.
First delivery to him on the way. This one's down to third. Escobar comes up with it. Throw on to Burt, takes care of him, and the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, they have to be very happy so far with the performance they're getting out of that guy in the 8th spot. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Jose Quintana will do the pitching on the road here in Game 1 of the LCS. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Stepping into the box, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Crawford, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Gordon leads off second with nobody out. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And the runner will score as the Angels grab the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Standing in now, Claudio Santos. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. Quintana, it's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Took something off the curveball there. 76 miles an hour. It's 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Soft liner towards short. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Stepping up now, Luke Voigt. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Well-thrown sinker that time down, but in the strike zone. 2 out here and a runner at second. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. set, and the 1-1. Ripped on the ground to first. Muncy ranges to his right. Muncy will win the race to first easily, and that ends the inning. One in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. Second inning upcoming from the Big A. It's the Angels 1 and the White Sox nothing. And now is Yasiel Puig, his career line against Garrett Cole. He's had some success, 5 for 11.
Yasiel Puig.
First pitch on its way. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. A 1-1 count to Puig.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Big swing by Puig, and a ball sent to deep left. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run off the bat of Yasiel Puig. His first homer so far in the series, as the White Sox have come back to tie it at 1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
The second baseman, Jonathan Jones.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. Scope, who's nicknamed Mamba, he was taken in the second round back in the draft of 2019.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes. And now the count is 2-2.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Now here it comes. Still even at 2-2. Line toward the gap in left center. But this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in chest high for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Justin Upton now. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Piscotty will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. In now, Domingo Santana, his career line against Garrett Cole. He carries a batting average of .389. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Santana in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Now Cole's delivery 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. Buster Posey would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Yeah. 3-1. Their count is full. 3-2 to the White Sox DH.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. So that'll extend the inning with 2 away and bring in Buster Posey to bat.
Oh, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out. That's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
You know what, you hear it all the time that the game baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been a difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches. And ideally, he'd be closer to 27 instead.
The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Now a check swing here and a little looper. Gordon has got it, and the side is retired. Sox able to tie things up on the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. All even now at 1-1. So striding forward now, Evan Gattis. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Evan Gattis.
First pitch on its way. And that misses inside 1-0. Here it comes on 1-1. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Fouled off. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he has 7 hits in 33 at-bats. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one will track it down. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
Batting eighth.
And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these two teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. Digging in, Addison Russell. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Another 1-2 delivery. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
3-2. The count is full to the Angels DH. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Odubel Herrera.
Here's the first pitch to him. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Now the 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Ready now, Jose Ramirez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's set, now the pitch. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Pereira on third. Correa stands at second. No outs. Drilled to the left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Now at the plate, Max Muncy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Max Muncy becomes the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Yasiel Puig, and their runners at the corners now. Behind 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Buxton has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. White Sox pick up just the 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the White Sox 2 and the Angels 1. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's D. Gordon now. A ball and no strikes. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 1-0 home is a curveball taken low for a ball. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Gordon ahead, 3 balls and a strike. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
The batter, number 35.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting shortstop and San Francisco Bay Area native Brandon Crawford. Now a snap throw to first, and a dive, but he's back in. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First pitch coming, here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Gordon stands at first with 1 out. Angel shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that misses 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up for second for 1. Throw to Muncy to finish the double play. That retires the side. Angels held in check there. They still trail it here 2-1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Justin Upton. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
First pitch on its way to Upton. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Upton, or simply J-Up, he was a 13th round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Now here's the pitch. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter. Instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Stepping in now, Domingo Santana. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
1 strike.
Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Ready for another chance? Buster Posey, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now in the box, Claudio Santos. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The windup and the 0-1. flying towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Into the box, Stephen Piscotty. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first, just keeping him float. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Santos gets his lead at first, nobody out. Pops this one up. Muncy is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
A veteran hitter certainly knows when he's got wheels on first base, he's probably getting a fastball, and he's probably getting it middle away. Might be a great time to get super aggressive.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hit. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Line drive, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for the Angels.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. Gaddis, or El Oso Blanco, as he's referred to in Latin American countries. He was a 28th round selection back in the draft of 2019.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
The third baseman, number 5.
At the plate, Eduardo Escobar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Quintana sets. Here comes the first pitch. Right there for strike one.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this will rattle up against the wall. And a relay home, and it's not in time. He's safe as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Here's Addison Russell. He swings and lines it to left. That's in there. Base hit. Escobar rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores as they extend their lead to 2.
Hey, Dero, I think we've got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs. It looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired. Going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Strike taken up in the zone. Here's the 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. In the air now, out to right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Angels 4 and the White Sox 2. Into the box, Odubel Herrera. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Fouled away. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Up with it, Gaddis. And he makes the throw to first. Herrera is retired, and there's one away. Up next for Chicago, Carlos Correa. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The relay.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Both teams with 6 hits so far. 3-0 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
And he gets the call there, 3-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
In there, and it's full 3-2.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
So first and second with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. From the stretch, and he gets ahead 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
One strike now from Cole. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
The 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Yasiel Puig hit hard to short, and that's through. A base hit. Correa rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 1-run ball game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way after the mound to pay a quick visit.
Jonathan Schoop.
In now, Jonathan Schoop, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. White Sox pick up just the 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Halos lead this one 4-3. Now at the plate, D. Gordon. It was a walk in his last trip.
The second baseman, D. Gordon.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch pulls this one into the air, out into right field. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out. Striding into the box, Brandon Crawford. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First offering on its way. Ball 1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
This is skied out toward right. On the move is Puig. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Claudio Santos.
Now to the plate, Claudio Santos. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder. Soft grounder left side. He's got to hurry. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. Angels are gone in order, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Now at the plate, Justin Upton. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
First pitch of the at-bat. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. The 2-1 home. Count even at 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So coming to the plate, Domingo Santana. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. Santana, base runner at first with 1 out. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line and left, hooking just a little, but he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
Here's the 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-1 is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. 2 runs on the board after that home run by Odubel Herrera. His first homer here in the series as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Stepping in now, Carlos Correa. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Pops this one up. In comes Piscotty, but he can't get there, and the hit parade continues. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Third base.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Wei-Yin Chen takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Into the box, Jose Ramirez. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. The 1-0. 1-1 the count. Popped him up. Gaddis has a play, and the inning is over. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. Through 5.5, it's now 5-4 Chicago. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Stephen Piscotty. Third at-bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. First offering on its way. Chopper foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
A ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Drilled down the line. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Muncy is over and he tucks it away for the second out. Gaddis, he went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he takes ball 1. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Quintana's ready, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And that one is gone. On a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a solo home run for Evan Gaddis. His first homer so far in the series as we are all tied at 5.
They were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Standing in now, Eduardo Escobar. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. A 1 pitch on its way. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. His 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But the Angels are able to tie things up thanks to this solo home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. All even at 5 apiece. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Muncy.
First pitch on its way. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In now, Yasiel Puig. Lays off 1-0. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Next is Chicago.
Ready now for the White Sox. Jonathan Scope. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside part of the plate. The changeup is in there.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Fastball well outside. Hit high in the air down the right field line. In there, a base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Into the box, Justin Upton. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.